Well, like any good skincare class, we need a good close. We need a good table close. So I want you to imagine that this is the table close of our event. And after a table close, we have an individual close. So we're going to start with the table close, and then we're going to get to an individual close. I would love for all of you right now to say a word. Say it loud. It's not so good, but that is so good. Say it loud. Say it with confidence. Say it with authority. Say it with all, from the bottom of your toes to the tips of your head. I want you to say it loud. I'm going to do it on the count of 3. I want you to say the word forward. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Forward! What did she say? A little crazy in the front row. All right. Now, I want you to do the same thing, but I want you to take your hands and put them on either side of your eyes. So you cannot see anybody, thing, anything else. On the count of 3. I'm going to say that word again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Forward! Do you feel a little more brave after this weekend? Yes. Do you feel like you're leaving some things behind? Do you feel like you're going to take some things with you forward? Yes. This weekend, we got some tools, we got some skills, we got some, if we had a tool belt, it'd be full of tools, so many. I would suggest picking 1 or 2 that you take with you forward. We were with our tribe, our people that get us. Did you feel, if you've never been to a Mary Kay event before, did you walk in maybe feeling a little nervous, a little hesitant, and you're leaving going, I feel like I found my people. Like they get me. They get me. And the longer you're in, and when your jackets change, and you're looking at people with this colored jacket or red jacket, and you've been through some stuff, wow, you're like, these are my people. This is my tribe. We have tools. We've been with our tribe. And we heard the truth. Anytime you're in the space of Jill Davis, her intentionality for making people feel seen and heard and loved is incredible. We all think she's our best friend. I mean, yes, she's a Psalm 139 woman reminding us that we are each fearfully and wonderfully made. Ladies, you are amazing, and you're perfect, and you're exactly who God needs you to be right now. Here's the deal. Long before you were born, He knew you would be right here. He knew what was going to be waiting for you at home. He knew the role you would need to play, and He prepared you all the days leading up to this one. And He has prepared you for all the days to come. So we've got tools, we've got our tribe, we've got truth, and we got one more thing I'm going to suggest at the end. But right now, I want to paint a picture for you. Last week, I heard a podcast about the armor of God. Anyone familiar with the armor of God? We know what it is. It's the breastplate of righteousness and the belt of truth and all the things. And I've heard it talked about a lot of times. But one of the things I had never thought about before is that the armor of God protects your front. It protects you when you're moving forward. It doesn't protect you when you're going away. So I thought, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. The armor of God is God. It's not just pieces of armor, it's Him on you. And our confidence comes from moving forward with Him into whatever lies ahead. That confidence that He wraps around us, puts us on the front, is for moving forward. When we do that, God gives us what we need to move forward into everything He's called us to handle. And I could not believe our brand new director in the house, right? Where are you? Kat, that's your name, right? Look at you right in front of me. Kat's up here talking about having us visualize stairs. Chrissy, this is where I need my pictures. So as we move forward, I was thinking about the fact that God calls us forward. He puts armor to prepare us to move forward. And a lot of times we don't know what we need it for until we get into the situation, right? You got the armor on, you're moving forward, you're like excited, you've been to spring conference, you're ready to move forward, you're like, let's go! And I had this thought of 2 summers ago when my family and I were visiting my oldest daughter and her husband that live in Colorado Springs. And we got there and Allie and Aaron said, they were like, hey, there's this thing in this town, a town over, called the Manitou Climb. Anyone? Okay, really, if you know, the Manitou Climb. So they're like, it's this thing, and you hike up these steps. It was an old railway thing, and there are steps, and you can climb up them to the top of the mountain. Really? Cool, we can do that. Our family is pretty active, like we try to stay in shape, we're like, we can climb upstairs. They're like, it's 2,000 stairs. I mean, I don't know, how long is that on a step? I don't know, but we're like, we can do that. And so this is how I felt at the beginning. Like, here we go. I'm going forward. I'm ready to go. I got a little water bottle, we're ready to go. Okay, Chrissy, go ahead to the next slide. So, it wasn't 2,000, it was 2,744. Warning, this is not a walk in the park. Hiking the incline is comparable to climbing up the Empire State Building, the Eiffel Tower twice, the Washington Monument. I've never climbed up any of those things. And so I thought, they're not that tall. And so that was what we knew. Moving forward. Moving forward. So Kat, when you said steps, I was like, wait for the visual, Kat, it's coming. All right, go ahead, next slide. So here, I don't know where this is at. I had taken pictures of that. They have numbers on the stairs as you're moving forward. So this is me like probably focused on the next step. Because there's a point in the middle where you realize, that's the last steps. And you are often called to be brave. The needing to be brave was not at the bottom. It wasn't sitting in the room of your tribe with your tools and the truth and the pink bubble and everyone. It wasn't there. It was there when you leave the bottom and you're focused on just the next step. Did you know that it's higher altitude in Colorado than it is in Missouri? Did you know that the first day you're in a higher altitude, they don't recommend that you climb 2,744 steps? But we were all in. So, hi, Christy, what's the next slide? So here I am, thinking, why did we agree to climb 2,744 steps? I'm probably hoping I had service on my phone and could an Uber come pick me up, because there's a lot of steps. And there were times when there were like kind of easy steps, and then there were times where they were like, like a step. So here we are. Ladies, your journey leaving this place, moving forward, might feel simple walking out to your car. It might feel fun, you're gonna drive home with your friends. And I don't know at what point it's gonna hit you, but you're gonna stop and you're gonna look to your daughter who's lived in Colorado Springs and go, did you bring one of those oxygen cans that they sell at Walmart? And she'll go, yes, Mom, here you go. And you'll squirt it in your mouth and you'll keep going. Because, go ahead, Christy. It's worth it. So one of the traditions, apparently, that when you hike tall things, one of the people in your group brings a beverage, whatever you choose it to be. My daughter chose an ice cold beer. It tasted so good. So good. So good! Oh my goodness, you guys. So we're at the top of the mountain. We did it. We had the armor on. We kept moving forward. We kept going. We got to the top of the mountain. And you guys, you know what's so amazing is when you get to the top of the mountain, you can see the next mountain peak. But not until you get there. Chrissy, go ahead and show the next slide. I think it's my last one. So I thought the top of the mountain was it. I was like, oh, it's amazing. We're gonna go down. We had learned about this restaurant at the bottom where we were gonna get dinner and it was gonna be amazing. We couldn't wait, so let's just pop on down. But to get down, you don't go straight down, you switch back, which is like a 5-mile switchback down the mountain. My water was long gone. You don't see the looks on our faces in this picture. But what I learned is that we kept moving forward. And my journey was going to be different from going up now to going down. And when I got to my next mountain peak, my next mountain hike, that was going to look different. But the joy and the bravery that was going to grow was going to come from moving forward. When you keep moving forward, you are going into the place that God has equipped us and called us to. He's calling us. He's calling you. He's calling me. When we move forward, there will be things that distract. What if for the next 100 days, I feel like we're about at the 100-day mark to June 30th, without anyone's done that math. What if for the next 100 days, you committed to turning off all the noise, including Mary Kay noise? Do you know that when I became a sales director, I knew my director and 2 consultants in my unit. The 3 of us showed up for a meeting every week. I just did what she told me and I became a director. When I kept moving forward, I didn't know what anyone in my life was doing around me. Not one soul. It was beautiful and peaceful. And you can have that too. What if you commit to your weekly meeting, accountability to your director, and taking one idea that you learned that you know you want to take forward and become excellent? You have been given the tools to help you stay forward focused. You have a tribe around you that desires to hold you accountable. You have heard the truth that you are known and loved by Jesus. And we are going to send you off with a tune. My niece, when she was 7 years old, we got a phone call and we found out that she had a brain tumor, little 7-year-old Milla. And it was shocking. And she had surgery, and then she had chemotherapy every month for 8 months. And her chemo was a weekend every month. And so she'd go into the hospital on a Friday and come out on Sunday and would fight for her life for every minute she was in that hospital for her chemo. Well, she had a fight song. It was this song. And when I went out to have my weekend with my niece and my sister, we drove to the hospital from their home in downtown Seattle to Seattle Children's Hospital. And I will never forget the look on my niece's face as we blasted this song. And she fought and sang. And she was brave. She moved forward. Ladies, bravery comes, bravery grows when we trust He is calling us